The app is loaded into Gitpod, which is a way to run the things that you upload on GitHub in your browser, so that you could easily share it, or in this case, record it. So first, I have the application loaded on the left side, and the code of the application loaded on the right side, the main code of the application, I should say. So first we import our dependencies and the database connection. That can be seen over here, and we're importing Express, and importing Couchbase as well, and we're importing the database connection. And then in the connection.js file, we're also importing the Node.js SDK for Couchbase, and we're creating that connection to the database. So we could see that here. Here we're making the connection to the database from that file. And so after we have our configuration for the database connections in place, we can then create our Express app. And here we go. We're just loading our dependencies and making sure that Express will be working in the way that we intend it to. And then here we're going to be ensuring that primary indexes do exist. So we create two primary indexes, one for our user profile bucket and another one for the profile collection. And the collection index is used by the /profiles endpoint that utilizes Couchbase's nickel query, or N1QL query, to search the database for profile documents where the first name or the last name match the search values. The bucket index can be used in case any documents are added to the bucket's default collection or manually from the Couchbase web UI. So now here we'll start looking at the code that is most relevant to what we looked at in class. And this is the post profile. So we create a profile document using the SDK insert method using profile collection. So first, if we look at the code here, we check that both an email and password exist. And then we create a profile object based on the data that was sent in the request. So I just shifted the screen a little so we could have a better look at the code. As I was saying, that we need to make sure that both email and password exist. So this is what we're looking at, and then we create a profile based on the data that was sent by the request, and we create an async call to the profile collection using the insert method. So this is the insert method here. We're creating the async call that goes to that over here, and then we return the document saved and the results as part of the same object back to the user. We utilize the spread operator again to make this simple, and insert is a basic key value operation. Then we have a look at the get profile key. So this is how we would retrieve a profile by profile ID. using the profile collections that we created earlier. We only need the profile ID from the user to retrieve a particular profile document using a basic key value operation. And we can catch the error if the key value operation fails, and we can return an error message with it. And then we have the, over here we have the put profile, and this is equivalent to the update or edit. We don't need to specify a PID because it will already have existed. We're updating something that we've already created. So we just need the profile information, like the first name, the last name, email, and password in this case. And the user may only be changing one or many, like they could either change one or a few fields in the document at the same time. So first we retrieve the existing document and check if there's any differences, and only update the fields that need to be changed. Also we have to first look up if the document exists first. If it does not, then we return an error that says profile is not found, and we cannot update the document. Otherwise, all the changed fields in the document get replaced, except of course for the document key and the PID key field. So then after finally we create an async call to the profile collection using upsert method. So this would be the upsert method here, and return the document saved and result as we just did in the other one, profile. Next we have the delete profile, and we only use the profile ID to delete the user, just to be on the safe side and not remove a user by accidentally putting in a user with the same name as another user. And that's basically the main that's basically the main ones, the main CRUD operations that is needed. And we could have a look now at the actual app. So here, if we want to post a user profile, we could try this out, and they've pre-filled this for us, so but just to be on the safe side and making sure that this actually does work, we will try it this way. So it was accepted, and so here we have the JSON file of what was just created. It created an ID for us. The email here is what we had just created, and the first and last name here. So then let's copy this ID. Where was it? Right here. The ID that we just created, that was just created for us actually. We'll copy that, and then we'll see if we could retrieve it in the get. So let's try this out. We will paste that here and search. So here we go. Here it says that here's the ID that we had, the CS5200 at couchbase.com email and the accompanying entries. For example, let's change that to try to use the put or the update method. We will again put the profile ID so it can pull which entry we're trying to change, and instead of maybe we could change the password to, or sorry, the email. We could change it to include this, and I could change it to my name. And we'll execute. And here we go. So we have the JSON file that just got created. It has my name. The email was also updated. And notice that the PID that we had has not changed at all. And finally, we'll have a look at the delete method. So we'll paste this here. And it just updated it for us. So we were able to delete that. And just to make sure that it was deleted, we will just have a look at, we'll try to get it again. So let's see here, execute. So here we go, we have the error message here that says document not found because we just deleted it. And that's all for the run through for the application and the code for the CRUD application, Thank you.